We have snowflakes on one side and candy cane on the other. We're getting creative with chocolate today on Go. We've done a number of chocolate shows in the past here on Go Edmonton, but today we are going to simplify things for you so they're easy enough to do with the kids, including some chocolate bark with candy cane crumble on top and some hand-rolled chocolate truffles. So stick around, it's going to be a great show. But up first, we meet a man who's never afraid to get outside with his bike, even when there's a little bit of snow. Thanks, Bianca. Okay, so we are indoors where it's nice and warm and not playing out in the snow. We're making chocolate, and I'm here with Rebecca Grant of the Voilet Chocolate Company. And Rebecca, what are we going to be making today?
Today we're going to be making some dark chocolate orange hand-rolled truffles and then some Christmas flavored chocolate bark.
Oh my goodness. So we want to make this an easy enough. Rebecca's an expert. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing chocolate for about 4.5 years now.
4.5 years. Okay, yeah. So she obviously knows her stuff. We're going to try and make this easy enough for you to follow along at home with the kids. But right here we have some dark chocolate with the orange flavoring in it.
This one's just a plain dark chocolate.
Okay.
We'll put the orange flavoring in later.
Okay, and what's the first step for our truffles?
So the first step is to temper the chocolate.
Which means?
We're just going to cool it down to make it a workable temperature, and then it's going to take out those white, you know when you get the white streaks in chocolate? This is going to eliminate that.
All right, and how do you do that?
So we're just going to pour this on the table.
Sure, let's pour it on the table. Wonderful. And how long does it need to temper?
What it does is it goes by temperature. So depending how hot you start it with, it takes a little bit longer.
Oh my goodness. I just want to stick my face in this.
I know, it looks delicious. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of...
And we are in your own chocolate studio making space. I thought this was your home, but this is where you work out of every single day. How hard was it to find a space like this with a commercial kitchen that you can make yourself?
It was really hard. You know, it's hard being a new business. Things aren't necessarily as affordable as you want them to be, and stuff comes up.
Yes, real estate in Edmonton's quite pricey.
Yeah, so we had a few places fall through, and then we found this, and it just kind of worked perfectly.
Wonderful. Well, if you can see on camera, she's got a nice little shop, and even the violet is obviously her theme, the color violet, and she has a violet-inspired Christmas tree. And quickly, what are you doing here with the utensils you're using?
Is we're just kind of spreading the chocolate around the table, and this is just going to cool it down and help to crystallize all the fat molecules in it.
The fat molecules.
And so this is just going to give us a nice, shiny chocolate when we're done with it.
Wonderful. So I'll let you finish up and make it nice and shiny, but right now we're going to take a quick break on Go. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we're making some chocolate goodies with Rebecca Grant of the Voilet Chocolate Company. There she is. And right now we're just measuring out the ganache, and she's heating up some cream, and we're going to be adding this all to the mixture for our hand-rolled truffles. Very exciting. But right now, Angelika Gransky introduces us to the team behind the Odd Lot Puppetry Company. Thanks, Angelika. To find more about the troupe, you can check them out on Facebook. And now, Rebecca, we've done a few things, used the magic of TV and jumped a couple steps ahead. What have we done here?
Okay, so this here is our ganache for our hand-rolled truffles. So what this is, we just took 100 grams of whipping cream, brought it up to a slight boil, and then poured it over 200 grams of chopped chocolate.
Okay.
Mixed it all together.
Any kind of chocolate?
Yeah, any kind of chocolate. We went with a 64% dark today. So, you know, it's got a nice smooth finish on it. So this is ready to work with. We let it sit for about an hour to get it to a nice consistency.
Right, so then it's not as wet and drippy.
And we also added a little bit of orange oil into it, so it's got the orange.
Very nice. The orange flavoring for dark chocolate and orange. Okay. And what's next?
Okay, so we're just gonna scoop this into a piping bag.
And I love that you even have your own logo on the piping bag. The Voilet Company.
You can't have
and
too much branding.
Was that always your favorite color as a kid, or but you told me otherwise?
Yeah, I had a golden retriever for 13 years growing up. Although I did try and change my name to Violet when I was little.
Really?
Yeah,
after
my favorite pound puppy. So I got a golden retriever when I was 9, named Violet, and I just kind of fell in love with the name. So.
Cute.
Pretty little tribute.
Well, very nice.
I'm just going to grab this from you.
Do you have a picture of Violet anywhere in your shop?
Not right now, I don't.
You need to get one up of her.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pipe these into little balls.
Okay. And does size matter? Should you go
it's up to you. I kind of like to take them bite size, but if you really want a giant chocolate, go for it.
Depends. What can you do them in?
These are pretty rich though, so you don't need too much.
Okay. And Then what's the next step after you've piped a number
So
out?
after we do this, let's get a little chocolate off my hand. We're just going to, oh, I don't know if these
Is it
are
going to
too
be
soft.
a little too soft? Okay. And this is a funny or a very interesting tool from Rona. I'm not trying to give them any advertising, but what exactly am I doing here?
That is a thermal thermometer.
Look at this. Can you see that light on? Oh, there we go. Flashing
Yeah,
right
so
in the
just
camera.
point and shoot, and it gives you the temperature.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Can you use this on a person? Like,
Yep, for sure.
88, not too bad. 88 Fahrenheit. I think that's a healthy temperature,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so you wait till one of these bad
We'll
boys
let them
is...
set. So what we can do is just throw them in the fridge for a minute, and they'll be a little bit workable before we dump them in the chocolate.
Okay, so that being said, we're gonna finish the hand-rolled truffles and make some chocolate bark right after the break. And we're back! Welcome back to the show. We are down here at the Voilet Chocolate Company with this lady, Rebecca Grant. And Rebecca, we've been learning how to make what?
Hand-rolled dark chocolate orange truffles.
Okay, so we have put our concoction.
Yeah, so we took our ganache, piped it out into little balls. So we're just going to smooth them out a little bit and then dip them.
Okay, so I can help you with that. I just washed my hands. And usually they stay in the fridge for how long?
Normally about 20 minutes, and they're good to go.
I think
These
mine
ones,
was not quite ready to go. That's
these ones
okay.
are a little bit soft still.
Okay, but we're a little impatient because we really want to get on to the next thing as well. We also have chocolate bark coming up, and that's going to be really fun for the kids. So once your balls are all finished and rolled, and then we dip them in this. What is this?
Yeah, so that's cocoa powder. So we're actually going to
regular
dip them
cocoa powder.
in the chocolate first.
Okay.
So just got a spoon here.
That's not a spoon.
Or it's a dipping spoon.
A dipping
specifically
spoon.
for
Okay.
chocolate.
Very nice.
So we're just going to throw it in and just kind of
Okay.
give it a little twirl around and just tap off the excess.
Beautiful.
And then
pop her
throw
in
it in
there.
there, and then we just want to cover it.
Okay.
And we're just going to let it sit for a second to kind of solidify a bit.
Can I do one?
Yeah, for sure.
try
Throw
that.
that one in for you, and then
One. Oh, I got used. Oh, well, we're all covered in
We're
chocolate.
covered.
at this
It's a
point.
messy job.
It is a messy job. You were telling me when I walked in that every single day you've got chocolate on you somewhere,
Yeah.
right? And then plop her in there.
Yeah, and then just cover it up.
Okay, easy enough. Very fun. Okay, so we'll reveal this in just a second, but right now, a NATE instructor believes he's invented a better internal combustion engine than already exists. Here's Tim Dancy with more. Thanks, Tim. Okay, here's our hand-rolled chocolate truffles, and you jazz up that description a little bit. What do we have here,
Okay,
Rebecca?
so we have a 64% chocolate from Madagascar, so it's a little bit
Ooh,
citrusy.
you did jazz it up.
And we threw in a little bit of orange oil just to kind of bring that flavor profile up, and then we finished it in cocoa powder. So it's a really nice, rich truffle with a little bit of orange in it.
dangerous. You just pop these back while watching a movie.
Yeah.
Fire going. Awesome. Okay, and we even have the violet plate for the Voilet Company. And moving right along, and we will have this recipe on our Twitter and Facebook account for you. We're going to move on to our chocolate bark.
Chocolate bark.
Okay.
Yeah. So we put a little texture sheet down, so our bark is going to have a nice
that.
snowflake pattern to it when it's done. And so all we're going to do,
And what kind of chocolate is this again?
this is a 64% as well.
Yummy.
So we're just going to pour some chocolate on. It's a little bit thick, but
That's
that's
okay. And
so
then one of these you could probably pick up at any craft store.
Yeah,
It's
for
super fun to do
sure.
at home with the kids.
And so this, you just want to smooth it out kind of as thick as you want. If you want to go thicker, go for it.
Okay.
You just
I
wanna-
love thick chocolate. Why not?
Yeah, you know, the more the
Thin.
better.
No, you gotta make it nice
So-
and thick.
Just gonna smooth that out, and then we have our little candy cane pieces,
Perfect.
and just want
Look
to
at that.
sprinkle it on.
So festive.
And again, as much as you want.
And how did you crush up the candy cane?
I just put them in a bag and just beat them with a hammer.
All right, so we're gonna let this sit and then we're gonna reveal the finished product. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Go. Welcome back to the show. If you're just tuning in now, we are here with Rebecca Grant of the Voilet Chocolate Company, and we so far have made these gorgeous little handmade truffles, and we've moved on to, what do we have?
We have a dark chocolate peppermint bark.
Yummy.
So we have our peppermint on the back, and it's ready to go. So we're just gonna flip it over.
So easy, and look at that, peels right off. How long was it in the fridge?
It was in the fridge for about 10 minutes.
Okay, and we have our beautiful snowflake pattern, and I love the surprise of the candy cane crumble. Beautiful. This is something I think you could even like chop up yourself and make for little stocking stuffers.
Yeah, for sure. Just package it up.
And how
good
do we
to
do
go.
it?
So you just
break
snap it
any way you
and
want?
It snaps really nicely.
No rhyme or
and-
reason?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Okay, my mouth is watering, but while we are inside where it's nice and warm and toasty, Charlotte Askew is outside braving the cold. Thanks, Cheryl. Rebecca is just finishing off with our chocolate, but if anyone wants to find you and more information about your goodies, where can they find
They
that?
can find us at Facebook or www.thevioletchocolatecompany.com.
Excellent. Thanks so much for your time. Now, before we do leave you, we want to quickly remind you the Give Me Shelter campaign is currently running from now until December 15th. Please drop off any new unwrapped gifts to any Shaw or Global station across the city. I'm your host, Annie Giesbrechten. We'll see you next time. Chocolate? Yeah, let's do some. Okay. Big piece.